your comfort zone feels great, you know? Like your comfort zone is like it feels like such a nice place, because you're cozy and you're relaxed and you can sort of sit still and um it's good when you're there, but I think the biggest thing that you have to think about when you're in that comfort zone is kind of the unknown, like more of what is outside of that. I think my biggest fear, if I'm going to say my biggest fear with it, is something of regret, of basically not doing anything. Because, I mean, you never really know what exactly that you can go for and what exactly you can do if you stay in that same zone. If you do the exact same thing every day, you're going to see the same result. You're going to see the exact same thing day in, day out. And while it feels comfortable, while it feels great, while sometimes you can still be happy at that, how do you really know that you have reached your potential? Or how do you know that you have done everything that you could do to make yourself basically satisfied? And most people do have that doubt of that they could be happier, they could be more fulfilled. And the only way to figure out that bit of what you could actually do is to get a bit uncomfortable, is to do something that you're not sure about doing. There's a great person named Gary Vaynerchuk, and he talks about some stuff. A good phrase that he uses is talking about trying different foods. So if I were to ask you what your favorite food is, or let's say what your favorite fruit is, and you said a banana, like that's great, but if that's the only fruit that you tried, how do you know that that's your favorite fruit? If you haven't gone and tried other fruits, even though you're not sure of what they might taste like, you got to try these other foods in order to figure out what the best food is for you, what the most satisfying food is for you. And that's the same with your goals and your actions and the things that inspire you to create and to build and to do more, is that you have to go out and try those new things. And it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be scary, but once you find that thing that is your thing, you won't even look back at that comfort zone of where you used to be. I think people always think that it's like, I mean, it's natural, right? To think that like failing is a negative thing. Like we've been always taught that like when you fail, that means you're not good at something and that you shouldn't do anything anymore. And if you're not good at that thing, then why would you keep going to try to do something else? And it can be something as simple as if you try to do some activity and you fall once, you try to do something athletic, you fall, it's painful, and you feel like you don't want to do it anymore. And I get that. That's a very normal thing. I mean, when I started running, and let's say even when I was in my project, like there were so many days where I mean I felt completely slow. I felt like I had like just started exercising again. And I know how that feeling is when you just start exercising and you're huffing and you can barely breathe and you just feel like you're sweating and then you have to stop. And there were times where I had to like stop when I was running and just kind of collect myself because that pain was, it felt so high, both sort of physically and mentally. And the biggest bit I could say if you're failing is that you have to laugh at it pretty much, like, yes, you do have this pain. Yes, it hurts for a little bit, but you're still alive. You're still capable of doing it. All you have to do is take a quick step back, realize that it's not really as bad as you think it is, and then just say, okay, big breath in, big breath out, try it one more time. You don't have to say that you have to succeed at it. You just say you try it one more time. You fall again, you try one more time. You mess up, you try one more time. And each of those times you just have to laugh it off because that's how learning works. That's how you get better at things. Is you do have to fail in order to kind of succeed at something. So it's just about when you do fail, you have to laugh it off. You have to realize it's not as bad as you think it is, and then you just have to try it one more time.